we're setting up my filters, and bro just he asked if I could do an example, and I will do an example. We're gonna do that right now. But the very last play of that very last stream I had, I know I just said it, but I did this and we made a play on it. Hopefully you made money and sold when you were in profit. If you didn't, you probably lost money because it fell pretty quick after it went up. Anyway, newest Solana, age 3 hours, liquidity 10K. Go over here to filters. Market cap 20,000. And then we'll go all the way down to 5M volume. What does that mean? 5-minute volume. So these are my filters for the chasing the bag strategy. Then I'm going to filter by volume. Highest volume on the top, right? Really quick, the reason why I arranged the filters like I did here is because those filters are going to show me coins that are moving, not aggressively, but there is money moving in them right now, like a decent amount, which is 10,000. To me, that's my number, 10,000. Sometimes during the day when there's a lot of volume, my 5 minutes volume down here will be 20,000. And sometimes I do that. Actually, let me give you that example real quick as well. These filters are not set in stone because, here, watch. Oops. They're not set in stone. Watch this. Because I'll do 20,000 and my list gets shorter. Sometimes I'll have fucking 4 coins on the list, right? Like literally 4 coins here. And then I have to adjust the filters to be able to look at more shit. Anyway, boom. Those are the filters, volume, top to bottom. And I told you why, because that's what's moving right now. 3 hours and the most volume is going to kind of show me what has been catching the attention, right? I would prefer to not trade these coins that are above 2 hours old. However, it gives me insights on the market currently and what's catching the bid and catching the attention and catching the money. Because, like I said, I'm going to do volume highest to lowest. And when I'm looking down this list of 13 coins, my eyes are first going to the newest coin. Why? Because I'm sure you guys know, you've been here. All it takes is 5 fucking minutes for something to 5x, bro. I'm sure we can all agree to that. So that's why I like to look at the newest ones, because my filters are set up to filter out the bullshit. Because I don't want to miss out on what could be, right? I want to front run anything if I can. And how are you going to do that? By getting in before the next person, before everybody else. So that's why I'm going to go through the earliest ones and do my checklist starting there, right? So I'm going to go through all of these, look at them one by one. Of course, you're going to click on them, blah, blah, blah. We're getting to, what makes a buy. However, once I go through like the ones that are under 30 minutes, then that's when I kick my ass back up to volume. So I'll look at this one. I'll look at this one, this one, whatever. Everything under like 30 minutes, maybe 33, I'll look at it. Once I look at those, maybe there's a play in those. If there's not, then I kick my ass back up here to the highest volume and go work that way down. So now you understand how I'm looking at them. So now let's talk about what the fuck we're going to look for, right? That's the question everybody asks. What are we looking for when we actually pick something to buy? This is going to be step 1 of your due diligence. For me, whatever. Of course, this is my strategy that I'm typically pretty successful with. Let's push that over a little bit. So the eye test. Does it have its emblem here? Very first one. Does it have an emblem? Okay. It doesn't. So it kind of like, whatever. It's just information to take in. I'm not going to tell you how to think about it. You need to know if it does or not. But also, it doesn't have an emblem and it's been out for 13 minutes. like I said, we can use this, the check decks to see if they paid for their ads or, paid for their banner and emblem. But 13 minutes, I'm like, bro, they probably don't plan on putting it on there, right? You can still check it. However, to me already, I'm kind of like, whatever. So boom. But you still cannot sleep on the play, Don't sleep on the play, essentially. So boom, I'm going to click on it just because, I'm sorry, let me slow down, not get too ahead of myself. Because I looked at some other things before I did click on it. Another thing I looked at is the volume. 130K in volume in 14 minutes. That is rather significant because the only volume filter I have is the last 5-minute volume. It doesn't have to be 120K, whatever. That's not bad. Not bad, it's low anyway. Boom. Volume gets like a small check mark. Then this is important. I don't think anybody ever thinks about this. I look at the ratio of market cap to liquidity. We may be able to find an example of why I do that, but no, there's none right here. But you will sometimes see liquidity might be double, triple, doesn't even matter. Liquidity is more, not more. Liquidity is a higher number than the market cap. This number is higher than this number. I have never seen a play work, be successful, any part of that when the liquidity number was higher than the market cap. That could work out sometimes in the tokenomics and how you structure the coin, but no, I have not seen one work ever. So whenever I see one that has liquidity higher than market cap, dude, I'm not even fucking with. Like, I'm not going to click on it. I'm not going to look at anything else about it, right? So just to let you guys know, for me, that's a secret how I weed shit out very quick. So Jeet Unit is the next one I'm looking at. It's the next newest, under 30 minutes, 28 minutes, 187,000, type shit. 800 makers, market cap, very low, boom. But I'm going to look at it because this is not a red flag. This is not a red flag. This is not a red flag. And look, I didn't even talk about this. It has more sells than buys in the first 17 minutes. Slight red flag. But we'll click on it. It passes the eye test right there. Now, once we click on it, where do your eyes go as soon as you click on a fucking coin? The chart. You cannot help but look at the chart. So, I first take a glance at the chart. This is eye test, right? Because you will, if the chart is sus and fucking stupid, like I'm sure we all know what, some of those look like. And if I find one, I'll tell you. Like, we're not going to waste our time. We're going to click right off, bro. We're not going to waste it. So I glance at the chart real quick. Then, of course, my eyes come over here to liquidity. We always want to see it locked up. That means they can't rug you by taking out the liquidity. They can still rug you, but not like that. Of course, my eyes are going to go up here. It should be a banner. It should be socials. It doesn't have that. Red flag. However, we've seen shit go crazy with no socials, my G. So you can't, and see, yeah, they have not paid for it whatsoever. So take all this with a grain of salt, because you will see plays that go crazy with no fucking socials, dog. However, I clicked on this one before and it took me to, like, literally, oh, see, okay. Another beautiful learning moment. So, oh, look at that. What the fuck? It just popped up. Hold on, let's do it again. Nope. So, as you guys saw, it didn't have the socials there, right? Maybe I just didn't click on the arrow. Regardless, they could have socials and they didn't pay for the dexscreener, advertisements to put them up. But that doesn't mean that they don't have socials in general. Perfect example being, this is that play. And that's why I really love BullX, honestly. I mean, Photon does it too, as well. But they will give you the socials based off the contract address. 5-minute volume. This is one of the biggest ones I look at to determine if there's enough money in it for me to expect a positive return. It has exactly 10K in volume in the last 5 minutes. Okay, that's our bare minimum. Then I go to buyers and sellers. I look at the ratio. It has significantly more buyers and sellers. I love to see it, right? I don't really care about the buys versus sells because one person could buy, 50 times. And that's, just a buy. That goes to that number. Buyers, these are unique buyers, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Next one I go to is holders. I really look at the holder count a lot. And the more experience, or even just the more you watch my streams, you will hear me and my opinion on the numbers that we see. Because I've kind of, I've looked at so many, I need to stop cursing so much. I've looked at so many dog shit crypto coins. Yeah, I don't care about cussing. But I kind of in my head have ranges and numbers built into where, okay, is this bullish? Is this, good, or is it bad, if that makes sense? So 569, I'm sorry, I don't even look at it on dexscreener because look, it's so off all the time. On BullX and Photon, these things will update like instantly, honestly. Look how fast it's updating. It's dexscreener is still on the same fucking number, you know what I'm saying? So I keep my eye on this number. Holders. 600 holders in 30 minutes is all right. We look at some more, but whatever. It's all right. You're going to build your own metrics in your head, watch more of my streams, and you'll kind of get a feel of what's good or not. However, it's not bad. It's actually better than good. Next one. We need to look at the top holder percent. 26%. Not terrible. Typically, my cutoff is going to be like 30%, unless I know more about it. Boom, we're looking at those, not bad. And this is a slept-on thing that you hear it one time, and I'm sure you will do it every time after. When we go over here, we're looking at the holders. These are all of the wallets of people holding this coin, right? So, of course, yeah, you can see this is Dev. Dev sniped his own shit. And then I think, what's the Rat Insider? Yeah. However, what I'm looking at, of course, is going to be how much does a Dev hold, whatever. But the slept-on thing, and my dogs know it. My dogs know it for sure. Is when you slide down, we're looking at the percent right here, right? When you slide down, I'm looking for repeating numbers. Let's see if we can find any. And you're also kind of keeping an eye out on the amount. We're looking for repeating numbers that are like really close to the same. So these right here are pretty close to the same. But it's only like 3 in a row. I'm sure we'll be able to find a play there. And let me just tell you, because this one doesn't seem like it has that red flag. When you slide down, and sometimes you get it, well, a lot of times you get it, you'll see the top 10 holders, or 10, 15 wallets, doesn't matter, even if it's 5 wallets in a row, they will have the same percent or same amount of the coin. That's a huge red flag because, like we've been saying, bro, these guys are trying to be smart and take our money. How is that being smart in the eyes of a dev? Because they know about this top 10 holder count on a rug check. If they give themselves 15% of the supply, it's going to be a red flag. It's not going to pass a rug check. How can they pass a rug check? They're going to take that same 15% and snipe it with 30 fucking wallets or 10 wallets or 20 wallets and shit. So they're going to diversify it. And they get smarter with doing that shit in terms of, they start to do different percents. Like they're onto, us that are reading their plays. But a lot of them will literally have the same exact percent allocated to these different wallets. When you see that, you instantly should know the dev airdropped or sniped the same exact amount with his own coin when it just dropped, right? And it might be 1%, 1%. I've seen it at like 0.85, like 10 times in a row, trying to be sneaky. Just understand that is a dead ass giveaway, and you have to look for that. You literally have to look for that before you fucking buy one of these bitches.